Have you ever paused before your Qurbani decision and wondered, is it better to perform my Qurbani locally, within my community, or to donate it abroad to those who are in desperate need? This question is more than logistical. It touches the heart of our faith, the ethics of giving, and the true spirit of sacrifice in Islam. Today, let's embark on a journey together to uncover the profound wisdom behind the distribution of Qurbani meat, drawing from the Quran, the Sunnah, and the inspiring lives of the prophets and Sahaba, so we can make an informed, heartfelt decision that pleases Allah and benefits humanity. When we talk about Qurbani, we're reminded of the incredible sacrifice of Prophet Ibrahim, who exemplified absolute submission to Allah's will. The essence of Qurbani is not just about slaughtering an animal. It's about sharing Allah's blessings, purifying our wealth, and uplifting the less fortunate. Allah commands in the Quran, Surah Al-Hajj 22:36, "And for every nation we have appointed a rite of sacrifice, that they may mention the name of Allah over what He has provided for them of sacrificial animals." The emphasis is clear: mention Allah's name and distribute the blessing among the people. So the question is, where does this distribution hold the most benefit? Is it among our immediate neighbors or in faraway lands where poverty and hunger are rife? The answer lies in balancing the rights of the needy around us and the global ummah's broader struggles. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The upper hand is better than the lower hand, and start with those who are under your care." Sahih Bukhari. This profound guidance teaches us that we must first consider the needs of those close to us, our family, neighbors, and local community. Supporting our local poor strengthens the fabric of our society, fosters compassion, and keeps us connected with those we see daily. Yet, the scope of need extends far beyond our neighborhoods. Across continents, millions suffer from hunger, displacement, and injustice, desperately awaiting our help. The companions of the Prophet set a remarkable example here. When Abu Bakr as-Siddiq became the caliph, he was known for sending aid beyond his immediate realm, demonstrating that helping those afar is a vital part of Islamic charity. Scholars emphasize that giving Qurbani meat to the needy abroad is just as virtuous, especially if those recipients have fewer resources than those locally. This global perspective is beautifully balanced by the prophetic tradition of caring universally but starting locally. Here's a vital question for reflection. Which act strengthens the bond of brotherhood and brings the most benefit to the ummah? The answer depends on our individual circumstances, sincerity, and intentions. The ethical responsibility is to ensure that wherever we choose to distribute our Qurbani meat, it reaches those who genuinely need it, with transparency and respect for their dignity. The Quran reminds us in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:267, "O you who have believed, spend from the good things which you have earned and from that which we have produced for you from the earth." This includes being mindful about the quality and fairness of our sacrifices distribution. We must avoid charity that might come across as mere charity without respect or proper care. Reflect on the story of the Prophet, who ensured the poor and orphans were cared for with honor and kindness, not just mere handouts. This calls us to support trusted organizations that embody these values when donating abroad, or to personally oversee local distribution to maintain dignity and transparency. Let's also consider the emotional impact of Qurbani locally. Sharing the meat with neighbors or visiting the poor in our community creates a sense of unity and strengthens social bonds, reminding us that Islam is not only a faith of ritual but of compassion and connection. On the other hand, donating abroad can be an extension of that compassion on a global scale, transforming lives in places devastated by war, famine, or poverty. The Prophet said, "Whoever relieves a believer's distress of the distressful aspects of this world, Allah will rescue him from a difficulty of the difficulties of the hereafter." Sahih Muslim. This promise inspires us to help wherever the need is greatest, whether next door or across the ocean. So, how do we decide? A thoughtful approach is to first fulfill the needs of our local poor, our immediate circle of responsibility, and then, if able, extend generosity to those abroad, ensuring the meat is distributed with care and honesty. Remember, the intention behind your sacrifice is paramount. The Prophet said, "Actions are judged by intentions." Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. So whether your Qurbani is local or abroad, what matters is your heart and the sincerity of your sacrifice for Allah's sake. In conclusion, the question of local versus abroad Qurbani isn't about one being better than the other. It's about embodying the spirit of sacrifice, mercy, and justice in whatever way we can. It's about honoring the Sunnah by sharing Allah's blessings with those in need, near and far, with honesty, respect, and love. May Allah guide us to make the best choices, accept our sacrifices, and multiply our rewards. Ameen. If this discussion has inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to spread authentic knowledge that enriches our global Muslim community. Until next time, may Allah's peace and blessings be upon you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.